Riju Datta, there's a fair point in midst of all of this. Not honoring what the courts have said, saying you're going to go against the court. You know, it's a little bizarre because when it comes to it, you stand by the courts. When it doesn't suit you, you're against the court.
I'll explain it one by one. What my chief minister meant that she's not going to honor this is because what she tried to say was that we are going to challenge it in the highest court of land, that is the Supreme Court or the apex court. We are going to challenge this Tughlaqi judgment of the Calcutta High Court. Point number one. Point number two, even in the Sachar committee report, it clearly says that the Muslims are below demography than the SC and ST in this country and they should be given reservation. Point number three, it was passed in the assembly, it was passed in the cabinet, it was passed by law by Mr. Upen Biswas, who was the head of the committee at that time. Point number four, if Muslim giving reservations to Muslims is so wrong in the eyes of the Muslim hating BJP, then when Narendra Modi ji did the same in Gujarat and he gave an interview, and I quote, to Smita Prakash as stating that I am proud to give Muslim reservation in Gujarat, then how was that right? Point number five, my simple and humble point is this. In Calcutta High Court, we have got multiple instances when a judge, a sitting judge says, I have been in the touch with the BJP and now is a candidate of the BJP. A Calcutta High Court judge on the day of his retirement says, I have been an RSS worker
but
for 37
Riju Datta,
years.
you can't cast aspersions on this particular ruling.
No,
but I just want to come in for a rebuttal as I bring in Dr. Paswan.
Let me finish my point.
Sir, you just, make your point.
Thank you. Just 10 more seconds. And the judgment that was given by this two-judge bench in the Calcutta High Court, one of the judges has given a revolutionary order a few times back for this country has never seen. That is a complete blanket immunity on any criminal offense from the leader of opposition. That means
you do understand, Riju Datta, by making these aspersions, you are inviting contempt of court. And I would hope, at least where the channel is concerned, I would like to disassociate with that comment. But sir, allow me to ask you, allow me to come in with a rebuttal. You've made your point, and I will go to Dr. Paswan. The point, the point, Riju Datta, is it's not about giving reservation to Muslims. It's about giving, the charge here is how much reservation. Now, West Bengal, and correct me if I'm wrong, provides 17% OBC reservation. It's divided in two buckets. OBC A, which has 10%, 81 communities, out of which 56 are Muslims. OBC B, which has 7%, 99 communities, out of which 41 have been deemed will be given to Muslims. The charge is that a lion's share of what is due to the OBC is given to the Muslim community.
So, I will just, who's going to answer this, Guru or me?
Sir, you, and then I'll cut across to Dr. Paswan, the questions for you.
Okay. Without mincing my words, I am saying this on record. Very good that my dear friend Guru is on this debate. Because 6 months down the line, he will stand against BJP and Narendra Modi. Mark my words. Why I'm saying this is because without mincing my words, I'm saying this on one of the largest national networks in this country, that the BJP is now using the courts to take away all these reservations because the Honorable Prime Minister from every public stage is saying that we want to implement UCC. That means take away reservations from SC, ST, OBC, everybody in this country. So this is a ploy by the BJP and Narendra Modi to implement OBC, and we are not going to take this. We are going to contest it in the Supreme Court, and we will make sure that this order is quashed.
All right. I want to bring in, Dr. Paswan back into this conversation. Dr. Paswan, for somebody who's talked very often on my show also of Mr. Karpuri Thakur, and if you looked at his math of reservation, Muslims were a huge part of it.
No, Preeti, let me respond to the allegations and really unscientific, unfounded, unverified allegations from my dear friend Riju Datta. See, casting aspersion, raising question mark on the integrity of a court of law, this is something which is deeply disturbing for a constitutional democracy like ours. When it suits you, the court is fine. When you win an election, Election Commission is fine. When you lose an election, you raise question mark on the integrity of Election Commission of India. When a verdict of a court is asking question on the policies of your government, then you are castigating the entire institution. How appropriate is this? In which direction are we headed? Point number one. Point number two, my friend Riju, UCC is a constitutional prerogative. Article 44 of the Constitution of India, Baba Sahib Ambedkar spoke in favor of UCC. Point number three, you speak of reservations, sir. National Commission of Backward Classes getting constitutional status now. For the first time in the history of our country, we have a Adivasi woman at the highest constitutional office in our country, thanks to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Highest share of OBCs, highest share of SCs, and the highest ever share of STs in the Union Council of Ministry. That has happened just now. So please stop this false and malicious propaganda. Constitution hata denge, reservation hata denge. Please, let's speak on the basis of fact and stop. Please, for God's sake, from the bottommost core of my heart, I request you not to raise question mark on the institutional integrity. This shows your paradox.
I want to bring in, I want to bring in
complicated understanding of
my
law.
colleague Jayanto into this conversation as well. And both of you have chosen not to answer any direct question that I've asked you, be it Karpuri Thakur's math or of reservation where Dr. Paswan was concerned, and on the other hand, Riju Datta as well. But Jayanto Ghoshal, I want to bring you in. And the question that I want to ask you is very clear, sir. All of this coming in the middle of elections where this election, at least in West Bengal, is a highly polarized one. How does it pan out?
I think it is virtually it has become an academic debate whether this Muslim OBC, whether they are proper OBC or not. Like, in the Western India, there is a prolonged debate that whether Jat can be OBC or not. So I am not going into the academic debate on the OBC and the Muslim OBC. What you have asked me, I'm trying to give that reply. It's a polarization politics and it is appeasement politics. Basically, in West Bengal, it is 30% Muslim vote. And this Muslim vote bank, as a political analyst, I think nobody can ignore. I mean, the TMC cannot ignore that 30% Muslim vote bank. And BJP, where the Muslim population is higher, like in Assam, BJP got dividend because Muslim population was there. So the politics of polarization through Hindutva also works very well when the Muslim population is there. So just before, now 18 seats are still waiting. In Bengal, the last two phases in West Bengal, 18 seats are there. Very crucial. And before that, what BJP is doing, that is also another aspect of vote bank politics. And that vote bank is not Muslim vote bank. It is they want to consolidate the Hindu vote bank. That should not go to the TMC because TMC is a Muslim party. And you are trying to bring Muslim reservation. That is the complaint, allegation, whatever BJP has said it openly. So it's a basically, I am not TMC, I am not BJP, but as a political analyst, I think it has become very crucial in this coming 18.
You're right. Polarization versus appeasement. What hand would be played in the next 18 seats? Appreciate all three gentlemen for joining us. Apologies, couldn't get back to both Dr. Paswan and Riju Datta. I've run out of time, sir. I apologize.